now because my temperature is rising.
Let's see the weather. We'll be back.
Time for the news update on Wake Up Nigeria this morning. My name is Mary Bashua Alimi. The Federal High Court in Abuja has adjourned till October 30 for ruling on two motions filed by the former governor of Kogi State and also for his possible arraignment. Bello informed the court that he has appealed to the Supreme Court challenging the mode of service of the charge on him. Celestina Iria reports.
The court will also, on 30th of October, rule on the prosecution's witness asking for disciplinary measures against Mr. Bello's counsel for abusing court processes. At today's proceedings, counsel to Mr. Bello had asked the court to adjourn proceedings pending the outcome of the Supreme Court's decision. Counsel to the EFCC, Kemi Pinero San, however, told the court that the defendant's counsel were turning the court into a place for entertainment and the court would take disciplinary actions against them. He noted that an appeal filed by the defendants at the Court of Appeal disputing the mode of service of the charge and proof of evidence on their counsel was dismissed by the Court of Appeal on 28th of August. The appellant shall not take any further step until he submits himself for arraignment. Recall that the former governor had visited the EFCC headquarters on 18th September, accompanied by the governor of Kogi State, Usman Ododo, but the EFCC reportedly refused to interrogate or detain him. Responding to this, Mr. Pinero revealed that when Yahaya Bello showed up at the EFCC office, he held hands with Governor Ododo of Kogi State, and if there was an attempt to extricate him from the governor, there would have been an altercation. It was later reported that the EFCC operatives allegedly laid siege at the Kogi State Lodge in Abuja to arrest the former governor at night. Justice Emeka Aweti adjourned the matter till 30th of October for ruling and arraignment. Celestina Iria, TVC News, Abuja.
Outside Nigeria, we're going to bring you the news now. There's a slight problem now. I'm going to take it right now. So please hold on. We need to take a break right now. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Just stay with us.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past 3 years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work. Now,
it's lights, cameras, and movie madness because we screen the best blockbusters,
but throughout continental Africa to be fully TVC
our award-winning and sometimes
a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
That leaves us salivating and asking for more. Our book reviews is always a page turner with thrilling stories, gripping memoirs, and fascinating tales. We keep you entertained with music performances, trending topics, and fun Friday games.
And on traffic today from Shasha bus stop.
So you guys plan to set me up?
Nah, 60 seconds is not enough to tell you all about Wake Up Nigeria. It's like trying to fit a T-Rex inside of a teacup. You'd have to tune in every morning at 7 a.m. to enjoy a whirlwind of excitement, laughter, and unforgettable moments. Wake Up Nigeria, your ticket to a fabulous start every weekday morning.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you?
Hey team, my name is Adobe Israel, a personal trainer with iFitness, and today I'm going to show you 4 simple exercises you can do to target your upper body. This workout isn't specific to just females, but also men. So if you're ready, let's go. The first thing we're going to start with is back extension. So grab a mat. All you have to do is lay on the floor. I need you laying all the way down. You're going to have your hands. So imagine you want to swim, yeah? Have your hands forward. Bring those hands to the back, chest out. Bring forward and take it back. Remember, we're imitating the swimming position. So we're going to do that for 12 reps. Get ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it back for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is targeting our back muscles. 5. Right, that was so easy. Next thing we're doing is shoulder taps. So for this one, you're going to be in a plank position. Now this is targeting the upper body, but we also want to target the abs here. So what you're going to do, palms underneath your shoulders, come into a high plank, keep your abs engaged, tight, hold here as you tap your shoulders for 1, alternating sides, and we're going to do that for another 12 reps. You ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's walk. 1, 2, control, 3, try not to move your hips too much, 4, 5, remember we're engaging the abs here too. We got 1 more. Cool, all right. Now that was for your shoulders, your triceps. All right, so next thing we're going to do, we're going to do regular push-ups, yeah? So for regular push-ups, come up, go back, up, and back. That's modified. We're doing the advanced version. Your legs are all the way up. Remember, abs engaged. Take a deep breath as you go all the way down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! Biceps, triceps, chest, shoulders, back, fully burning. That's so amazing. All right, so we have one last one. Now this is called the plank up, down. And as the name says, we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, quick, simple, 4 simple routines you can do at home to get that quick upper body pump. Men, women, this is for you. I hope you liked it. See you next time.
Okay, that was actually very
Very
interesting.
what? Did you move?
Talking about, I moved.
What did you move?
In my mind, I did. Okay, let's have a conversation. And I think it's going to roll over from the conversation we had during the first banter while on the couch, talking about why do burial ceremonies cost so much? Why do people have high expectations from folks that are mourning, like they are bereaved? They are going through a lot already, yet you expect them to provide food for you. To you is an occasion for celebration. It's even worse when the person dies at an older age. You expect, yes, you will call it celebration of life. And so the person has to throw a party and feed you and your loved ones just because they've lost their own loved one. I don't know. What do you guys make of this whole tradition thing of, you know, extravagant burial ceremonies?
To be very honest, I actually do not blame, you know, there are several religions and several cultures that literally believe that it shouldn't pass more than 5 days. Once the person died, wrap the person up.
In fact, some 24 hours.
24 hours, you understand? It's actually very, religions. It's very understandable that way because even in the Bible, Jesus literally said it, let the dead
bury the dead.
He did. Seriously, and some people literally want to actually make that a thing. However, when you now come to certain cultures, I would say this particularly for cultures because I was actually at the village when we were burying my grandma. And I know I was literally in the kitchen the whole time because we were dishing out food from Friday. I think we got there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Do you understand? And then people will come and even drag you and talk about how you've not paid, how they've not eaten and all of that. And I know a lot of things that also happen with the rites. Right, we're different from the mother's side, her father's compound. You have to, so different things. She was a member of this association. This association will bring that bill. And it's funny and it's quite interesting and I would say conflicting because, okay, fine, you just lost an association member. I know meant to think of how to raise money to support the family, right? But then again, it's just all of this rights and all of that. So I just think, I don't know, I think in the end, to me, I'll say it's a choice and a decision per person. Despite the fact some people feel that you shouldn't turn your back on tradition and all of that, but I believe that if you actually decide you don't want to do anything extravagant, do the barest minimum, which are actually the things you're talking about mortuary and all of that. Probably just do that and just move on with your life.
Yeah, the mortuary part, like you pay 5,000 naira per day to, you know, keep the person there. And then you're waiting 365 days, in some cases 1.5 years, just so as to be able to bury that person. So imagine the mounting bills.
Wow. Why do you have to wait till for a year?
Sometimes there's no
because you're trying to raise money to meet up with the demands of the tradition.
I get, okay, I'm going to share a bit of my experience, right? Because I remember when we buried my dad, I mean, considering, you know, that at the time, you know, we were also dealing with the demise of my mom. So it was just us, the kids. And of course, yes, we expected, well, they were going to be lenient. Unfortunately, they were not. They gave us the lists with all the items, goats. As a matter of fact, one of the goats almost died at the marketplace. You need to see us. Anyway, that's just for another day. So, you know, and we had to, you know, dip into monies, into a few savings, you know, just to sort of make up for the demands from, you know, the people, like that's my father's people, basically. Yes, I agree. It can be very, very, very disheartening, inhumane, because in that sort of thing, there's no empathy towards that's being shown, even to us, the children. I'm the first child. So imagine having to bear the brunt of, you know, emotionally losing my dad. And then, you know, luckily we had, you know, some money. So I wouldn't say there was a financial burden. But imagine if that wasn't available. So there's that financial burden, there's that emotional, you know, upheaval, emotional stuff, because you are thrown into, as a matter of fact, you're still experiencing there's a lot of trauma.
Yes, you're still traumatized.
You're traumatized by your loss, and then you're still having to deal with that. The demands can be crazy. So I wouldn't only, because this is a very sensitive topic, to be honest, because it comes from tradition. There are so many things that tradition demands that is inhumane. Even to widows. Let's not even talk about widows, women who lose their husbands, who are still having to deal with that. And then they still go through not just, you know, this one is even physical, because they are physically abused. In some cases, they are assaulted. In some cases, they are stripped of everything that their husband owned. In some cases, they are having to, you know, I mean, let's not even...
This one you said, you know, it happened to Onyeka Onwenu as well. Our mom was kicked out with, I think, 5 or 7 children. I can't remember.
Remember, there's a movie was she the one that acted it?
Yeah, I think she was the one. Right? Yes. Yeah, I think it was just telling her story, reliving her mom's, you know, what she experienced. So I mean,
it's crazy.
Like I said, it still goes back to tradition. I feel that tradition does more harm than good to every. Yes, it has its role that it plays in the society. I'm not going to take that away from it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to loss, bearing a loss of a loved one,
Yes.
it is not fair.
Yeah.
And you know,
any
it
way.
even goes beyond tradition in some cases, in which certain religious bodies would demand that, oh, this person
Oh, yeah.
so
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
pay
you
up
need to pay. And it's even
before
fun
we
because
Yes.
can bury this
Is the
person.
As a matter of fact,
religious-
Gone, if my
yeah.
dad was not because he was from royalty, right? If he wasn't paying his dues, they would have summed up all the dues that he hasn't paid all his life,
Ah.
and they would have demanded that we paid for it.
Yeah.
See,
No,
as far as I'm concerned, I feel like people probably should include it in their plans. So I know there are actually some organizations now that have funeral plans.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
You can actually save for your own
Yeah,
burial.
some insurance companies
yes,
as
some
well.
insurance companies. So you can say, but the thing is, whether you save for your burial or not, why can't you save to leave behind for the people? It's for burial costs, the
So that's the
funeral
thing.
costs.
So in the end of the day, if you look
That's
at
what
it,
you're
right,
saving
it's
for.
still leaving behind for the people, right? Because the truth is that people have actually weaponized this system, this culture, and this tradition to actually get monies for themselves. Because who's going to eat the goods?
When you say they leave it for, who are they leaving it for?
The people that
She's
are
referring
demanding it.
to the loved ones.
I'm talking about the loved
She's
ones.
referring to the loved
See,
ones
I'm
because
saying,
you don't
but
leave
it's not
anything
direct.
for the
That's what I'm
loved
saying.
ones.
So it's not direct, is what I'm saying, right? The people coming with the traditions are literally using it as a system to get monies for themselves
There are-
and items for
There are
themselves.
Because
certain traditions around the world that if somebody dies, people bring stuff.
Yes.
They don't even
Now,
want you to enter the kitchen.
yeah.
They just
Spend
want to be
anything.
there for you. They do,
Yeah.
And you know, most of us grew up watching such stuff on TV.
And-
And so we thought
yeah.
it was normal until reality set in when a loved one was lost and they were
very-
old enough to understand that it's not the same thing here.
Yeah.
And you'd be amazed that even in some cases where you've lost a loved one, the family members or even extended family members don't come through for you. It's even people that you least
Yeah.
expect
That usually comes
that
from-
always come through for you.
Look,
there's
if-
like I said, there's a role of the church, there's a role of the religious body. Let me not say the church because you know it goes both ways. There's a role of the church. There's a role of the family. There's a role of extended family members. There's a role of your loved ones, your I wouldn't say your friends, because you also have, you know, that you also are expecting some level of support from your friends. In some cases, you will not find it, right? You would be the only one bearing this, even your siblings, because in a case where you're the first and then you're not, and then you are responsible for all your other siblings, are you going to be asking them for monies to support you
I know
for your
another one,
parents'
something that actually
funeral?
popped to my mind right now for my grandma's. I remember there was a particular, I don't want to say family member or community. I know there were different ashwebis that were going around. And they made it, they said even the ones that are not coming, we must buy the ashwebi.
You people bought everything.
I'm telling you.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
see,
They said no,
this
as
is-
the first, because my dad is the first half, it was half a son. We have to buy, whether we're there, we're not there. So the same thing, using the system to exploit is that, yeah, to them, it was to remember her. It was a thing of celebration, because she died at 95, 97, thereabout. So they were literally doing, and they were billing him for the celebration they wanted to do for her. And I'm like, I'm kind of confused. Let's not even talk about, I've heard situations where it's not even only there's another situation where my granddad died, and the demands what they were demanding from my grandmother and her first daughter, not even, like months after ceremony had passed, everything had passed. Her
because
wife
you
and then my
so they say the
and my
money
mom.
still there. Maybe we're there finish am.
Yeah, but you know that.
Really?
Let's also
Let
for a
me
minute.
just
Let's
say
look
this.
at.
Let me just
My
say this.
mom literally
If
didn't go.
I lose a loved one and you come to my house or to wherever I am expecting to be fed, wallahi talai, if I give you water, you are lucky. Because I'm going through a lot, you're expecting me to feed you. And listen, this is for everyone that I love, everyone that I know. If I die, do not do any party. I might be 90, I might be 120. The only party I expect you to throw is within family members, and you are supposed to just have a good time, no matter the age I die. If you spend on anybody that you're having a big party for me, I pray my spirit to not haunt you. Use that money to bless the needy. People who need it. And if you know that you don't even have the needy or you have needs for the money, use it to invest in something for yourselves. Don't spend any money on any burial.
I also need to add quickly that I was going to say something now, but I lost my train on thoughts of that. But then I also would like to mention that there are also debts that loved ones leave for loved ones. That's another conversation. So I think that, I mean, this should also bring to fore conversations in that regard need to be had. If you're having bank accounts, maybe you're some savings somewhere, and you know that you're getting to that age, which of course you never know really when it comes to, you know, these things. It just keeps knocking at any time. So you need to, you know, communicate, let everybody know, or maybe some trusted person, that in case of this, you know, in case it's right, these are the monies that I have, you know, plugged in somewhere, or these are even the debts that I have, that are owed. So that, because at the end of the day, you not have your children, you know, paying up for those debts, even for monies.
Can be dissolved by death. I don't see the debts that cannot be dissolved.
That is by other people. Exactly.
Please, let's take a break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Let's hear from you. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. We'll be back.
The Max Breakfast kickstarts your day from the bedside.
We bring you the morning vibe and plenty of ginger to start your day right.
Join us on the Max Breakfast as we help you through your day one step at a time.
On Max Hits, we've got the ultimate playlist for you. We give you back-to-back.
And all the biggest news from the world of entertainment, only on Max Hits.
Waiting the apple, waiting the shop. You need to what you need waiting the 102.3 Max FM.
Lagos, Nigeria, you're welcome to the Max Drive.
Whether you're there for inside motor, you're there for inside traffic, we're there for you with a Max.
Late nights on Max FM is where we help you connect the dots and put you in that place where you are ready to do it right.
We are dishing out the top hits of the week, counting down the biggest songs on your radio.
Let's go. Right now.
On Max Sports, we bring to you sporting events happening all around the world.
It's not just sports, it's entertainment.
You know what it is. It's the Max House Party. King Dion, DJ Charlie Shee. Let's go!
We are your go-to for hit music, entertainment, and top-notch radio all day, every day. 102.3 Max FM. Hit music for Lagos.
Get ready to step into the heartbeat of your city like never before. Welcome to Events Diary, where every moment is a celebration. From the electric energy of Owambe extravaganza, to the richness of our culture, to the sophistication of corporate gatherings, Events Diary is your VIP pass to the hottest gatherings in Nigeria. And guess what? I'll be your guide, your style icon. Each week, join me as I transform from traditional chic to corporate sleek. Whether it's a birthday bash or a high-profile gala, you won't just see it. You'll feel like you're right there with me. Aww. From meetings to evening soirees, I'll be there. Or to the trendiest street festivals or to music concerts, Events Diary has something for everyone. So join me as we explore the vibrant tapestry of Nigerian scene, one event at a time.
Hello again and welcome to Wake Up Nigeria Kitchen on this beautiful, beautiful art Thursday. It is my pleasure to be presenting the kitchen segments to you. And I'm here with Chef John. Chef John, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Why did you abandon us?
No, not. No, we are just out there trying to put one or two things together and seeing how possible we can give you and help.
When you see Chef John, you know we're going them, right?
Sure,
Vegetables all the way. We have them in all colors.
All
right
color,
here.
yes.
So tell me, Chef, what exactly are we making today?
Okay, well, we are making the green rice in the black beans vegetable sauce. So the green rice is not actually maybe has anything chemical or is natural. So to achieve the green rice, so I'll be making use of the spinach.
Okay, so we're making green rice.
Sure. So
Okay, green
the
rice.
outcome, once it's ready, you get to see
So
how it looks
Is
like.
it going to be green because of the vegetables in it, or is it going to be green because you're going to add a green coloring?
I'm not going to add any color to it. Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely natural. We are using natural vegetable to achieve our green.
All right, so tell me, what ingredients do we have here?
Okay, here we have the spinach.
Yes.
So that was going to make our green rice. You know, spinach is healthy and has potassium and magnesium in it, and also easy to digest. We also have here the broccoli. You know, the health benefit of broccoli, that it also has fiber and also some vitamin in it. So here we have carrot, which enhance your eyesight, you know, give you a clear vision. So here we have the onions, which, you know, helps fight against cancer. Here you have your cabbage. Yeah, this cabbage is your digestion system.
Okay.
And I think we have, okay, the Scotch bonnet is here. You know, the Scotch bonnet, you know, helps, you know, take away excess of flow. And here you have the soy sauce. Here you have the soy sauce. It's processed from soya beans.
Okay.
That gives soy sauce, you know. It's also very healthy using it. Okay, the major ingredient here, we have the black bean.
I was waiting for you to get to that because I'm wondering. I've never seen this one before. Black bean.
Yes.
Like, is it actually made of beans like legume?
No, it's actually from just the process of locust beans.
Oh.
Yes. Mixed in form of locust beans.
Okay.
So it has the same health benefits.
Is it? It's made from locust beans.
Yeah, yes.
Oh wow.
Yes. So it's help give you a healthy bone. Not just that, you know, and it also keeps what's it called, your healthy system balanced. It has potassium, magnesium in it, and also help to fight in inflammation.
And you said that's from China, so it's Chinese.
No, we also have it here.
We also have it here because I'm like,
Jos.
you get it in Just too. Because
Yes.
I'm like, that, you know what locust bean is known for? That smell. I can't perceive it.
Well, there's a way you process it. You have to fry it alongside with garlic and onions. So before you get to
Before you get to this point. So
just as if
did you do that yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Amazing.
So it takes off the smell in it.
All right. Okay. So we have what we have there.
This oyster.
Oyster sauce. Okay.
Oyster sauce.
Okay. Where is oyster sauce got from?
Oyster sauce is actually from the oyster, the seafood.
From seafood?
Yes.
Okay, so we have rice, I'll have long grain rice.
Rice.
Yeah?
No, this is actually the basmati rice.
Basmati rice, okay.
No, it's soluble fiber.
Oh, okay.
That is in digestion.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So here we have the coconut oil. And, you know, as I said earlier, all what we have is practically vegetable, natural, and,
yes.
you know,
all right, amazing. What did you call this again?
This is actually homemade seasoning. I told you I love making my own seasoning.
Oh, okay,
aside from buying other seasoning that I didn't know how the outcome
so you
of
actually
it.
make this, so it's a combination of different seasonings.
No preservative in it.
All right.
So here you have the cornstarch, the corn flour.
Okay.
The excess of it is used to thicken my sauce.
Okay.
So that's just the corn flour.
Okay.
Here you have the sea salt.
All right, so we're making the sauce on the side and then rice.
And the rice, yes.
Okay. What's the name of the sauce? Because you just said green rice.
No, it's vegetable black bean sauce.
Oh, vegetable black bean sauce.
Green rice
and green
vegetable
rice. And vegetable black bean sauce.
So
amazing.
that's
all right, tell me, Chef John, what exactly are we starting with right now?
Okay, to start with, I'll quickly go to boil my rice.
Okay.
So thereafter, I cut off my vegetable, then steam a little bit. Thereafter, I get in my black beans alongside with the onions, and you know, it's a very simple dish.
It's a very simple
dish, and very easy, fast. It's more like a fast food.
Amazing. That's the thing. I mean, vegetables are quite easy to cook and doesn't take time. Boiling rice also doesn't take time. All right, Chef John, we literally will let you start off with all the process because I know you have a lot of processing to do with all the vegetables. But now let's actually move to the couch where we actually have standing by with an interesting interview.
Hello, hello, hello. Yes, it's our book chart segment. You know, we do this every Thursday right here on our artsy edition of the show. With me is Precious Imuahe Ajono. She is the author of the book, The Hero Inside. We'll have that hero inside us. And well, this book is yet to, uncover and reveal like an onion peel, just layer after layer, unwrap that hero till it springs forth. And that's what this book is here to do. You're welcome to the show, Precious.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for being here. Now let's talk about the book, The Hero Inside. It's your first book.
It is.
And what inspired this book?
I think I've been a learning and development expert for 15 years, and I've worked across 30 different countries. And I think I started to see, especially when you're training leaders, that there's some things that behaviors you can codify.
Okay.
You'll be surprised how similar we are in terms of the challenges that we face. And whether you're Nigerian, whether you're American, people want to be able to conquer self. People want to become more self-aware. People have questions around fear, for example. All of that. And I thought, okay, I need to put some of the lessons that I've learned, that have worked for me, in a book. Because often people ask me when I go for these programs, do you have a book? Where's your book? Where can we find your book? So now I have a book. So very excited. That's what inspired me.
Oh, that's interesting. Making impacts with your book. With your journey, with your experience, and then putting it into a book. So I'm just going to read out chapter 1 because there's something about it, just as you are, just as, you open the book, it says here, have you ever wondered why you were born? Now, that is a question for you. That's $1 million question. How many of us have ever pondered on why are you born? Why are you on earth? Why are you here? Why were you born? Is there a creator? Oh, that's another interesting question. Okay, so talk to us about, so it begins, the journey. That's basically, taking us through. The first chapter basically talked about your childhood, your relationship with your parents, questions that sort of, rummaged through your mind as a child. Talk to us about, this particular chapter.
I think for me, it was, I write about it in my book. I was about 5 or 6 when I became conscious of the fact that I was a thinking being, and that I could think and I could make decisions, etc. And it started with a debate. I chronicle it in my book, where I'd won a debate against a boy, and I remember his father saying, "Oh, how can a girl win in a debate?" And I didn't even know anything about the gender debates, for example. But I was thinking, when I go into the ring, I practice more than anybody else. So why would anyone assume that just because I'm a girl, for example, I'm not supposed to? So I realized very early that I'm a thinking being, and I became curious about what is it that is within me that thinks, who is the person that thinks? There's a person interacting with you, and then there's the internal environment as well. Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about becoming. I know there's a Michelle Obama book, Becoming.
There is.
Yeah. I think there's also Viola Davis book, also talked about something around becoming as well. Why is that word becoming such a word, that, resonates with people when it comes to developing themselves as humans?
I think every human being wants to feel at home with themselves, right? What is it that we're all chasing? We want to be able to look at ourselves in the mirror and feel some sort of peace.
Yeah.
And I write about it from the narrative of a coming of age perspective. How would you feel? What does it mean to become? What does it mean to be part of a community? What does it mean to belong? Because after that, I talk about belonging. What does it mean to belong to yourself? What does it mean to be me? What does it mean to be you? What's unique about us? What are the things that we should amplify? What are the things that we should look at the mob, that's everybody else in the world, and say, you know what, they're going in that direction. This is the direction I want to go in. So, yeah, it's about you coming into self. And I think, because I have teenagers reading this book, and I get some of the best feedback from them, and because they naturally are going through their becoming phase, where they're now finding out about themselves, getting into puberty, there's a lot of questions that chapter elicits for them.
That's fantastic. The fear illusion. I think this is one chapter that sort of, it resonates with everyone, because is fear really an illusion?
Yes and no. Okay. So when you one of the things with my book is that it will provoke thinking. Somebody said it was not the regular book. It's not. In fact, I'm actually very surprised that it's generated the kind of conversations, because I didn't expect everybody to get it. And the fact that people get it, I'm like, okay, great. Fear is an illusion and not. So, for example, if a snake was to run into the studio, we have every right to be afraid and terrified. However, most of the times, the things that we're afraid of in our minds, they don't exist. I remember the first time I was to train, I wasn't told that I was training directors from different countries. I wasn't told. And then I would walk into this place. I thought it was the regular training. And then I would find that there were at least 15 different nationalities represented there. And there were top executives in the multinational. I panicked. And in that moment, I was actually thinking to myself that maybe the world should just end.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, it would be a good time if we had a rapture, so that at that point, my fear was illusory, because I felt like I couldn't. But the minute I confronted it, I not only finished that course, I ended up, they called me back and they took me around the world doing training for them.
Wow.
But if I listened to that fear, I would never have done it. That's my point.
Okay, I'm going to wrap up with this. Your truth will always seek true expression. And there is a better way to deal with fear than suppressing it. So deal with it. Don't deny it. The challenge is in denying it. The problem is in denying it. But the minute you identify it, you acknowledge it, you accept it, it's easier to deal with it. Thank you so much, Precious. Your book, The Hero Inside, I think it's a must-read for everyone, and mostly apt for the teenagers, because it's at that critical point in their lives where they're going through, they're making life-changing decisions. And I'll say this book, it's a must-have, definitely. Thank you so much, Precious, for sharing your gifts with the world, and wishing you all the best in your future projects.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. We'll go on a quick break, people. The show continues shortly. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient. It's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. I'm Adedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Welcome back into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen on this beautiful RC Thursday. I'm here and I have Chef John. He's making green rice and black bean sauce, right? I got that right. Amazing.
You got it right.
I got it right.
You actually got it right. So.
All right, so we have our rice.
Yeah, there's a basmati rice.
Yes.
You're going to parboil it. So thereafter, you start straight with the sauce.
Straight with the sauce, no wasting of time at all. Now, something new joined our collection of ingredients, and that is that. What is that?
So the spinach you saw earlier on, so I just quickly blend it.
So now that is what's going to make our rice green.
Yes.
Okay,
so
amazing.
I told you earlier on that.
Yeah, natural, everything
it's
natural.
natural.
Yes.
No, absolutely no color in it.
No
It's natural.
additives. Amazing. So I mean, with our pot is getting hot, right?
Sure.
So we have some coconut oil in there.
Sure.
And
So I'm just going to saute the eggplant.
okay.
Just saute that a little bit, then go straight and start mixing
Start
with the
with
sauce.
it. So we are going to be starting with the eggplants because it's the hardest to get soft, right?
Actually, it's not hard.
It's not hard.
Yeah, yes, but I just want to steam it a little bit.
Okay.
Just to give it a little bit of the coconut flavor in it, and I think that's it.
All right, amazing. Okay, so let's go with slicing that. I'm still just waiting for the magic. You're going to wake up with this black bean. I still can't wait. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. Okay, amazing. And what's going to go in next after the So we're not going with the normal onion first, garlic, ginger.
No, definitely. That's when we are about to start preparing the sauce.
Okay.
So this is just the prep.
This is just the prep.
It's just the prep. So
all right.
just for me
because
to
our
get
oil is hot, so
that,
that's what I'm asking.
just to get that ready. Okay.
And then, so we're going to just saute that a bit and bring it out?
Sure.
Okay. So that's probably going to serve as the protein.
Yeah. we have a whole lot of protein in it. All the vegetable has, they are rich in protein, fiber, and also vitamin C and K.
And K, oh, wow.
Yes.
Nice. All right. Amazing. So, I mean, there you have it. And right now, I actually have the ingredients for you on the screen in case you want to try this. I mean, I love the fact that it's something new and fresh, and it's very, very healthy. You'll be sure you'll be having a whole lot of ingredients and nutrients coming from this particular dish. So right there on the screen, we have our recipe for the day. Green rice served with veggies black bean sauce, right? We have basmati rice, we have fresh spinach, coconut oil, fresh garlic, onion, homemade seasoning, fresh carrots, eggplants, black bean, fresh ginger, broccoli, cabbage, sea salt, corn flour, oil, oyster sauce, soy sauce, and Scotch bonnet. Chef John, I don't think there's any vegetable that is not on this table.
Absolutely, we have the vegetables
all the types
contain a whole lot of nutrients.
Yes, of course, here. Amazing. Okay, so I was going to ask now, your made seasoning, do you package and sell it?
Yeah, but I do sell to some of our clients that has healthy issues. So it depends on the ones you actually want that fit in your health. So I can prepare the
You can actually, also you do like a kind of consultation and then recommend.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes.
So you see, Chef John is here for you. In case you don't want to be using all those regular seasoning and spices at home, you definitely can reach out to Chef John and, of course, get his special ingredients made mix specifically for your needs, all right? Right now, we're actually going to leave Chef John to continue what he's doing here. We have another interesting conversation on the couch.
Is Bettina Namde Ibembo. She is a Microsoft certified educator and stop-motion animator. She's been offering digital skills training to children in schools and online for the past 9 years. And today, she's going to be talking about tech and its impact on a child's development. And of course, you've been having this conversation since the beginning of the month, breaking it down, to different, still around child and technology, but how parents can help a child, in terms of learning, tech skills, tech courses. And today we are going to talk about the role and the importance of a parent's, interests, basically, for tech, in a child's development. So why is technology important, first off? Because I'm asking this question for the benefit of someone who's just tuning in for the first time as a parent, and it's like, why, what's my business if a child likes technology? Why do I have to like it as well? What is the importance of, technology in a child's development? Let's start with that first.
Okay, so it's a pleasure to be here once again.
Yes.
Importance of technology to children is very, very broad.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is the era that we are in right now, if you don't have at least 1% education on tech, it's as if you are living in 1897.
Like you're living under a rock.
Exactly, because everything that we're doing has technology, one or the other around it. If it's education, we now have edutech. If it is finance, we have fintech. If it is health, we have health tech. So if it is interview, we also have interview tech, if I'm to use that word. So there is tech in all category of life. There is tech in all niche. So if you as a parent, you're not ready or you're not open to this knowledge, then it's as good as you doing your child a little bit of harm, not allowing your child get access to at least a basic technology education. It could be as basic as them starting, maybe it's a basic programming knowledge or a basic graphic knowledge. And when we say tech, a lot of people get scared that it is until when you start building skyscraper and you start going into the mass and using your superheroes power moving. No, I don't think it's that.
So now I'm going to ask a very critical question, which I'm sure one or two parents, I'm a parent myself, so I'm also, I need to know.
Okay.
Is it important for every child to have technology knowledge?
It is. It is important. Anyhow, anyway, and that was why I said even if it is 1%, because I really don't know how a child will get to a certain age, especially in this century that we are in, and not have a basic technology.
A basic technology.
Even if it is just to hover the mouse around the computer, or know how to type in some little thing on the keyboard, or know how to power up the TV. These are just basic technology. Then from that level, we can now start to advance
into other, brother. Okay. Now let's talk about, because here you're here to, bring our attention as parents to how to make certain compromises in regards to our, children's learning of technology. My eldest daughter likes chess. I'm not a chess fan, never have been, right? But she loves to play chess. And there are times she'll say, Mommy, can we play chess? And I'm like, I don't want to, cast myself. Let me use that word, because you don't want to, let your child know that you do not know, right? So as a parent that does not know technology, how do I help my child, to be better, to improve, in a tech skill or a tech course that they are interested in?
Okay, so I'm going to answer it in two ways.
Okay.
So for a parent that doesn't know tech and doesn't want the child to know that
he or she doesn't know,
you can work with the facilitator or you can work with the tech teacher.
Okay.
So every tech knowledge or every tech education usually come with a curriculum or maybe a course content. Just like chess, for example, even if you don't know chess, the child is already having a chess education. You can work with the facilitator or the teacher. All right, so I want to know what category of chess my child is undergoing. What training is the child, what level? Okay, so I know we have kings. I don't also know chess too.
Yeah.
I know we have kings. We have, exactly. So help me understand. So if the parent is willing to have the knowledge, even if I usually say the simple knowledge, that way you're able to help the child, especially when the child comes to ask questions, because the truth of the matter is, because this is your child, they will always come to ask questions. Like, Mommy, what do you think about this? And then it's always not so good that when they come, you're like, I don't even know.
Yeah, so at least have a bit of knowledge. You just have to make that compromise and, just learn, no matter how little, so that you can help your child be better, at this, thank you so much. Bettina, it's been an interesting month with you, letting us into the world of technology, even as parents, and, also, bringing to the fore the importance of it in our child's or our children's development. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
All right, people, it is the top of the hour right about now. The show continues shortly, people. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
So I've got Maze singing in my ear right now, like, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome
When
back.
you say Maze, you
I
know the
you
next
like
name.
that. Yes, you're in the spirit.
The next name that comes to mind.
Which one comes to mind?
Let's just leave it at that. Anyways, welcome back to the second hour
House of Assembly.
of Wait.
Because when you talk about the Maze, Maze is different from Maze.
Wake up, Nigeria. I'm not that young, Mary. Anyways, it's Thursday, and we're definitely still buzzing with energy to keep your day going strong.
That's right. Get ready for another 45 minutes of non-stop fun, inspiration, and everything you need to keep that Thursday vibe alive.
Definitely. Thursdays are all about maintaining momentum, and we've definitely got that fix right here for you. Entertainment, enlightenment, information, and so much fun.
See, the rap vibe is really flowing this morning. They say Thursday is a day to, well, take the time, yes, to do what you love. So let's fill today with everything that brings us joy, plenty of happiness.
Yeah, of course.
As tries to act like she's one that has been cooking in the kitchen this morning.
I'm not at all. So trust me, I am not. But Chef John has been hard at work. Still trying to understand this dish because it's not our usual dish. But I mean, as a chef, they always try to be you know.
Definitely, as a chef,
You have to come up with different innovations.
You need to be creative.
Okay.
And most importantly, probably give out an healthy meal. So, you know the situation of things these days. So you need to eat healthy.
When
so
you
that's the
say
most
health,
important
when you say this doesn't look affordable either, does it?
Maybe you do.
Well, you can also economize most of these things. These are local ingredients you get at the market, by the roadside. You get all these ingredients.
All right.
It's affordable. Actually.
Well done, Chef John. Well done. And well,
from China,
the meal's still going.
Okay, I'm actually looking forward to the black bean sauce, especially since it's from low-cost beans. I want to see whether it is.
Is it? I don't think
it's like Iru sauce.
No, actually.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's get the show on the road. My name is Mary Bashwa.
And I am Winfrey Agbelishe. Remember, you can watch us live from anywhere across the globe. Just head on to tvcentertainment.tv.
We're also live on GOTV. That's channel 16 and UHF band 49. We're also on X, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, all the works at TVC Entertainment _. Make sure you're following us.
As of course, engage with us also. Your thoughts are very, very important. The hashtag Wake Up Nigeria and TVC across all social media platforms. Let's keep, our Thursday terrific, okay?
Indeed. Now let's tell you what we have in store for you this hour, okay?
Yes.
We have our book chats. Yes. You remember first hour we told you we have 2 book chats.
Yes.
We have our book chats coming up. Water Baby by Chioma Okereke. That's what we're going to be going through the second hour of the show.
And for our musical performance, we will be joined by Oba. He'll be here to set the mood for this amazing Thursday.
And finally, we're turning our attention to Nollywood. Chooks Joseph is going to be on the show today. He's a name that is fast becoming a household favorite in the industry. He's been making waves with his captivating roles, and we're looking forward to the conversation with him. And then, of course, I wanted to give our director and producers a heart attack by mentioning something I shouldn't. Okay. But then we'll check out the weather instead. It's time for our second book chat on the show this morning. We'll be having a conversation with Chioma Okereke, author of the recently released book, Water Baby, which is a book that I find really enthralling. Now, I should let you know that her debut novel, Bitter Leaf, was shortlisted for the Commonwealth Writers' Prize Africa Best First Book. And her short story, Trompette de l'amour, received a first runner-up of the inaugural Costa Short Story Award. It's so good to know you're right there this morning, Chioma. How are you doing?
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm very good, thank you.
Awesome. Now, Chioma, Water Baby. It's very interesting. I like the way the book started. Like, it literally gets you on the road. You hit the ground running with the book. But I'm also finding it really interesting because it seems like somebody's story being told. And I wonder if it's yours, is it?
Not in the slightest, no.
You know, that's actually very hard to believe. Now, I know writers do a lot of research. However, the research that went into this one, I must say, is commendable since it's not a personal story. So how did you come about it?
So effectively, we were watching a lot of food shows during the pandemic. And so my YouTube algorithm was geared with lots and lots of different, lots of different food-related content. And it was one evening, and I just picked something at random to watch. And it was an episode of the Best Ever Food Review Show, which was actually shot in Makoko. And I watched this American chef sort of crisscrossing the waterways looking for food in a way that I had never thought to do in my entire life. So I think, you know, after being confronted with my own ignorance, I was actually just fascinated by the actual setting. I hadn't seen Makoko in any great lengths before that, other than just sort of glancing over the third mainland bridge. And so I started to really do a lot of research on it. While I was watching that show, I actually, in my mind, my protagonist, Baby, popped into my head, and I saw her in a canoe. And I was really, really curious to find out what her story was, which involved doing a lot of research about the community.
Now, when you were doing your research, what did you find the most enthralling? Because sometimes in the process of putting, the information together, there's always something that stands out for you that it probably forms the basis of the story. What was it for you, though?
I'm not sure it was that necessary. I think I was just actually fascinated by the reality of living on the lagoon. It's something that we really take for granted. And of course, there are very many different existences one can have in Lagos, from people that have running water and showers to people that bucket baths, people that don't have access to anything at all. So it was the ingenuity with which everyday life is carried out on the lagoon, where they have little access to basic social amenities. And I think the more research I did into the realities of everyday life, the more I realized I couldn't just write sort of an ordinary work of fiction. It was really important to really ground and root Baby within the community herself. But then I realized that while I was struggling to actually start any physical words on paper, it was because I was having this what now question in my head every time I would try and start to write. And I thought it was me because I didn't have enough research. And it took me a while to realize that actually that what now wasn't my question, it was actually my characters, it was Baby's, because she wanted a different life. So her what now was like, what do I do now? Because she wanted a different life than from the one that tradition would normally have her experience.
So you described the Makoko area in that book as graphic as possible, especially for those who have never been there. And I found that really interesting. Even those who know about the place will probably look at it in a different light, just as you said you did, watching the chef looking for food in that area. Now, let's talk about Water Baby herself. Now, from her background, from the moment she was born and all the drama and how her dad made it seem like she was more or less even a mermaid. Well, he did say she's a mermaid. Now, for those who are probably looking forward to reading the book, is it possible for you to give us more like a summary of it?
Water Baby is a coming-of-age tale about a protagonist named Baby, who is on the precipice of womanhood. She's 19.
Yeah.
And grown up in Makoko. And as I said earlier, she wants a different experience from the one tradition would have her experience. Her father would like her to get married early. She's probably got on the horizon a lifetime of smoking fish to sell across markets. But she wants something different for herself. At the moment, she had the river taxi and she's doing that, but she's much older than the children that typically do that ferry people to and from across the different villages and communities. And she's enamored with a new initiative that's taking place on the lagoon, and she wants to get involved, but her father doesn't want her to do that because he's quite rooted in the past and stuck in the past and doesn't trust outsiders coming into the community. And so Baby sneaks off and does this anyway, and she's captured participating in this activity, and a picture of her goes viral. And so from that moment, the eyes of the world are on Baby, and we see her have opportunities that would never really come to someone like her in the first place, including the opportunity to represent her community on the world stage. So with the world at her fingertips, we see what decisions Baby makes about her future.
All right, now I want to talk about certain points that were quite poignant in the book. First off, let's talk about...
As long as there are no spoilers, please.
No spoilers. The mortality rate when it comes to the child mother mortality rate at the beginning that was raised, that one was a mainstay for me because many people, know about Makoko, but that is something not many people know about regarding that area. Shed more light on how you were able to raise that point.
I think the tricky balance was to try and write a book of fiction and to allow the reader to escape and enjoy a book without sort of bogging it down with facts and stats. And so I think, as you said, the Makoko setting is very graphic, but I think some of the realities that are faced in some of these underserved communities across Nigeria also have to be laid out. So I think, like I say, that was a challenge of striking a balance of actually educating people at the same time as just allowing you to read a story about some place or some particular experiences that may be alien and novel to you. So I wanted to address the realities of living in certain conditions like that, but also having it be a matter of life. I mean, it's just a matter of everyday life. You have to, weather your punches or whatever the expression is and sort of move on. So some of these things are dropped in quite casually, but they are quite arresting when you contemplate them.
No. So Chioma, as an author, I know quite well you're working on pushing a Water Baby as far as you can. But then, of course, you've recorded successes with Bitter Leaf and then Trompette de l'amour. So what are your expectations from Water Baby?
Well, I really hope just to spread the word as wide as I can. As I say, all projects are a labor of love. I think for me, what was activated was a sense of social responsibility with this book. You know, there's a responsibility of writing outside of your experience and making sure that you are capturing things as authentically as possible. You know, I don't want to say I'm speaking for the community of Makoko, but I still do think, you know, we are all closer together than we are apart. And so I think what I'm hopeful for is that people's curiosity is unlocked like mine was, and people see what they can do to make a difference in people's lives, other people's lives.
All right, that is commendable. Thank you so much for your time, Chioma Okereke. Thank you indeed. Chioma is an author, and we've just been talking about her book, Water Baby. So good to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
All right, at this point, we'll take a break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Just stay with us. We'll be right back.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past 3 years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work. Now,
it's lights, cameras, and movie madness because we squeeze the best blockbusters
but throughout continental Africa to be fully supported.
Our award-winning and sometimes getting world-breaking chefs perform a culinary masterpiece every single morning inside of the kitchen that leaves us salivating and asking for more. Our book reviews is always a page-turner with thrilling stories, gripping memoirs, and fascinating tales. We keep you entertained with music performances, trending topics, and fun Friday games.
And on traffic today from Shasha bus stop.
So you guys plan to set me up? Nah. 60 seconds is not enough to tell you all about Wake Up Nigeria. It's like trying to fit a T-Rex inside of a teacup. You'd have to tune in every morning at 7 a.m. to enjoy a whirlwind of excitement, laughter, and unforgettable moments. Wake Up Nigeria, your ticket to a fabulous start every weekday morning.
Show me a better breakfast television show on Nigerian television, and I'll show you Wake Up Nigeria. Of course, as always, here on the show, we have a musical performance, and Afrobeat sensation Arewa Odafe Isaac, popularly known as Oba, was born and raised in Lagos with a spirit of worry. Is it worry? Is it worry? Is that how they I don't say worry. How do they say it? Oba, tell me. Worry, Abby. Nice. It's so good to have you here with us. You're about to perform to your new single, Fire. Talk to us about Fire.
So it's yes or no, though. It's all right.
Oh, yes or no?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, okay. So talk to us about that.
Yes or no basically is a song talking about, like, when you're asking a lady, like, do you
want to or do you not want to?
Yeah, do you want me or do you not want me?
Okay.
Let me know. Let me move on.
Okay, so how many no's or yeses have you gotten so far?
A lot.
A lot of yeses or a lot of no's? You're not being specific.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yes, a lot of no's.
Okay, Oba, talk to us about, your journey, as a music artist, especially in Lagos, moving from Warri to Lagos. Oh, you were born and raised in Lagos, but you're from Warri. So, but talk to us about how you've been able to, navigate through the music industry.
Man, it's been hard though. Like, how it is for an emerging artist. There's been rocky roads, but at the same time, there's been successes. There are a few things that I've done that, I mean, last year I wasn't where I am.
Yeah, but you're the better place now.
Better place now.
I love your energy. I'd like you to please perform.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Beautiful performance there by Oba. Yes or no? Lovely, lovely, lovely song. Nice way to set the tone for today. Now we head over to a more interesting conversation. So with over 24 million users, TikTok has become, one of the most popular social media platforms in Nigeria today. And we have with us right here the head of content operations at TikTok for Sub-Saharan Africa, Boniswa Sidwaba. She'll be here to talk about the Level Up Africa program. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Okay, love it. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. Every young person now, they're like white. It's like white on rice. There's no young person without, TikTok. But talk to us about the Level Up Africa program.
Yeah, so
which is happening later today.
Yes, so the Level Up Africa Creator Day is an event that we host annually. So we select a specific group of creators that we feel will benefit from us sharing what our latest product features are, which essentially will help them become better content creators on the platform. So it's a day that's filled with workshops. It's a day for creators to connect with our team directly, as well as other creators as well. So we bring those creators together to make sure that they have face-to-face time with our team, that we share with them what our latest value propositions are. Yeah, so it's really just a way for creators to become better content creators and to feel that there is a connection with the TikTok brand.
Okay, so what does the program now have to, when it comes to support and empowering, you know, these Nigerian content creators? Because, I mean, we've seen a lot of people gain popularity, you know, as brands, you know, even from, you know, their influence on TikTok and how much they've used it. So what's the plan to support and empower these young content creators using the TikTok platform?
Yeah. So we spend some time looking at our creator ecosystem, and we identify creators. So we've got our top creators that, you know, have got very high following, and then we've got our emerging creators that are still, you know, trying to figure out what kind of content category they should be creating, how they can become better creators on the platform. So this program basically creates a tailored approach for each of those groups. So what we do is we have monthly connect sessions, so they're called masterclasses, where we share updates on product features, we share updates on programs with creators, so that creators are basically the first ones to know what we're going to be doing on the platform. We also find opportunities to link them up with industry professionals for workshops and masterclasses. We ourselves as TikTok have programs as well. So just recently, we had an Olympics program on TikTok, and we invited some creators to fly to Paris.
Oh, nice.
So there was an opportunity for those creators to be part of that program. They met other content creators, and they were immersed in the Olympic spirit. And beyond that, we make sure that creators know which product features, monetization features have launched on the platform. So they really are, they get the first kind of insights on how to become better creators. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Let's talk about the economic opportunities created by, you know, the Level Up Africa program.
Yeah, so we definitely encourage creators to include TikTok in their content marketing strategy. And definitely encourage creators to check out our creator monetization offering on the platform. So we've got live gifting, so creators now have the ability to be rewarded through live gifting. So if there's a viewer that's watching you, the viewer can reward you for the content that you're creating. We have video gifting as well. So if you meet the eligibility criteria, it's possible for you to be rewarded for
How many viewers do you need to have to be rewarded?
It's up to 10,000 viewers for video gifting, and for live gifting, you just need to have 1,000 followers, and
Just
from there,
1,000,
it's possible for you to be gifted via live gifting.
Oh, so as a TikTok content creator, you can make a lot of money, even more money.
Yeah, it's the earning possibilities are there, the rewarding possibilities are there. I think it's about how you connect with your users, and how your users feel motivated to reward you on the platform.
So let's talk about some of the most popular trending, you know, content genres in Nigeria today. I know that each country has, you know, what's peculiar to them in terms of their, you know, what's trending and, you know, according to their genres. But in Nigeria today, what's the most popular one?
So comedy still remains as one of the top categories, but specifically skit makers. So we're seeing a lot of skit-making content that's trending on the platform. Trending sounds will forever, I think, always be a type of category or a type of vertical that trends. So people are still creating transitions to trending sounds. People are still creating dances to trending sounds. Beauty is also a very popular category. And then finally, food is also a popular category. And then a category that we see emerging is sports. So sports is also doing quite well because we have quite a number of sports creators on the platform.
I know that I get a lot of food recipes from TikTok. So yes, that I will completely agree with. Thank you so much, Baniswa, for coming, you know, to, you know, enlighten us more and talk to us about the Level Up Africa program. All the best while you're here. I hope you're going to have fun while you're here in Nigeria.
Yes, looking forward to the the rest of my time here.
Ah, fantastic. All right, we'll go on a quick break now. The show continues in a bit. Stay with us, people.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work. Now,
It's lights,
the only
cameras, and
broadcasting
movie
and media
madness as
company,
we
not
squeeze
just
the best
in Nigeria,
blockbusters
but
into
throughout
bite-sized
continental
reviews.
Africa to be fully supported. TVC
Our award-winning and
Communications,
sometimes
a
Guinness
great
World Record
Nigerian
chefs perform a
company, a
culinary
great
masterpiece
Nigerian
every
place
single
to
morning
work.
inside our kitchen that leaves us salivating and asking for more. Our book reviews is always a page turner with thrilling stories, gripping memoirs, and fascinating tales. We keep you entertained with music performances, trending topics, and fun Friday games.
And on traffic today from Shasha bus stop.
So you guys plan to set me up? Nah, 60 seconds is not.
Even kana bago na Arsenal. Arsenal ndole. Imebe ka Jejo Kocha ba ball. Na PSG na France. Imonya na bo Ronaldo Brazil. Oye ni yan oke. Na bo bakata ball na PSG na akotu. Ehun. Achikotu unu ni ile onu. Unu ni ile ma aguma mu unu ni ile. Achikota mpo unu ni ile onu. Hana ndi football out to the mate.
I'm giving him the side eye because he said who is Arsenal.
Mary, this is not a football conversation.
Don't
but
get me
okay.
started.
Finally, yeah, we're turning our attention to Hollywood right now for our final interview of the day. Chooks Joseph is his name. He's right here with us, the fast becoming a household favorite in the industry. Now, Chooks has been making waves with his captivating roles and undeniable screen presence.
So we'll be talking about his journey this morning, the Nollywood scene.
Yeah.
Most especially what's next for him. So we take it one after the other. It's good to have you in the studio with us.
Thank you very much.
All right. So Chooks Joseph.
Yes.
There are so many sides to you.
Yeah.
There's the actor, the model.
The
which one
pageant
should
boy.
be pageant boy? Mr. Ideal Nigeria Earth. That's the first runner-up in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many sides to you. So I'm going to ask you this one first. Which one is dearest to you?
Okay, I think acting is my life right now. It's my core. Every other thing just bounces off it. Yeah.
So acting is something you like so much that you attended 3 different academies. It was at Ebony Live. You were also at
Royal Arts.
Royal Arts.
Afrik Masterclass.
Yes, the Masterclass.
Yeah. Because I never had arts background. I studied microbiology.
Right.
So when I decided to come into film and entertainment, I just thought to myself, I need training to be up there. So I just told myself I needed to get trained.
Why film though?
Why film? I get to ask myself that same question all the time. I think film just chose me.
Film chose you.
It chose me because I never thought I would do it, but here I am today.
But okay, so it chose you, meaning what? Like, what was your first audition like? Because, I mean, if it chose you, that means you probably weren't thinking that direction. I kind of stumbled into it.
So my first audition, I was at my friend's house. I heard people were going for an audition. I've always just wanted to try acting at that time because it was just around when COVID was just, you know, getting, the wave was, I just followed them to the audition and it happened. I got called. I'm like, okay, I could try this. Yeah.
Nice.
I wasn't even an actor when I got that first role on Flatmates. I just told myself, okay, if I could get this role without being an actor, why not try it?
Yeah.
And I tried it and I loved it. I got training. I got cast. I enjoyed the process. And I've always loved watching films. So watching films and now about to start making films, it was just like an epiphany to me. Okay, this is how this thing is made. I just, you know how you fall in love with something and that thing becomes your entire life. That's what happened.
So your modeling career is also something that spans across a period of time.
Yeah.
How did you get into that?
Same thing. A friend was like, you look like, yeah, a friend was like, yeah, you have a good body, you have this, that. Okay, why not try Mr. Ideal? I tried it around the same time, 2020 COVID.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, let me try this thing, and it happened, and I just did it, and I came up as the first runner-up, and that was actually how I got into rare arts because it was part of the package I won.
Amazing. So you actually even kind of aligned with the acting that you had already fallen in love with. Amazing. So now, would you ever try pageantry again? Just
okay, now that was a very quick answer. Maybe not really.
I mean,
it's hard.
I asked because we literally just had the auditions for Mr. World Nigeria.
No, okay, yeah, that's my friend. Please, guys.
That's your friend.
I know I'm rooting for my friend David Ayo is going, but it's stressful.
David's an actor as well.
Yeah, it's stressful. I don't think I have the capacity for that. But maybe you never can tell.
Is it more stressful than acting?
I was about to say that.
Okay, so here's the thing. Acting, you're involved in the process of something. You're living someone else's life at that point. It's stressful, but it's interesting. But
pageantry is actually stressful.
It's very, very like you're working on the stage. People are booing or clapping.
Yeah.
There are other people. You might.
The pressures are different. It's live
pressure.
A lot. Okay, amazing. So now, so I literally was going through the movies you've actually acted, right? And then meeting you in person, the personalities they pick you for. There's a contrast. There's a sharp contrast. Why do you think they give you that notorious roles in movies?
Okay, I wouldn't exactly say they give me notorious roles. I've just acted some notorious roles. Yeah. Okay. And it's just, I think when you come to an audition room, these directors and casting directors, they have what they are looking for. And when they see it, it's now left to me to bring in an element of me in it. Yeah, I can be this, then I can be that.
Which do you prefer? Do you prefer this or that?
Oh, this is my default nature. I'm quiet and calm, but when I need to bring out the...
Psycho.
Yeah, no, not psycho. When I need to bring out like the very active tunes, that comes out.
So you know the thing with actors is, of course, you have to, as you said, take on the role of another person.
Yeah.
Which one would you say has been the most challenging for you? Because I must mention the fact that you've been very fortunate with the kind of roles you get. You've been like in everybody's face.
Yes, like lead or like this.
You're always either getting the lead role or you're getting something that really gives you lots of visibility.
Yeah.
So which of these roles would you say has been the most challenging?
The most challenging for me, I would say my first film, my first feature film, the one I was a lead in, Dark October. Because, oh my days, making that film was intense. It was intense, the emotions, everything involved in making it, the story that inspired it as well. It was just a lot, and it was my first time being a lead role, so the pressure was there, you know, trying to give a believable performance. Everything was just, it was just so much pressure.
Yeah.
I'm glad it turned out the way it turned out.
The way it did. Now, it was interesting that the pressure, talking about pressure on set now, because that was a movie that even still had pressure, even after and all of that. So tell me, walk me through that experience. Where was your mind at? So was it one of those roles that stayed with you even after you were done and offset? Was getting out of that character was difficult, concerning, considering the controversy that came after it?
Okay, getting out of the role, I wouldn't say it was too hard, but there are some roles you played that would never leave you.
Never leave you.
Because that was the first time people get to see me in the big screen. It came out on Netflix. Everybody watched it. Till tomorrow, people would always still remember me for that character. And it's something I'm very grateful for because, you know, sometimes you could do something and in the next couple of months, everybody has moved on. But till tomorrow, I have someone just walk up to me, oh my God, you made me cry, da, 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 da. So that's a blessing on its own. Then around what happened before it came out and after it came out. Those are the things that happen with films, because filmmaking is a very subjective art. So it's from each and everyone's perspective. So everyone has something to say. But so far, it's been great. The reception has been great, despite some controversies and things around it.
All right.
Like,
So
people could see through the performance.
Looking at your career as a whole, what would you say has been the highlights and the low moments? Let's start with the low moments.
Low moments. Low moments. I can't exactly think of one right now, but I guess maybe days or months where you go without work.
Okay.
Because it's filmmaking. It's not all the time you're making film. So those moments where you do like a couple weeks, no, you're not on set, and you see, I'm so in love with this thing. I want to do it every day.
Oh, wow.
So some days when I'm not on set, I need to rest, but I always just want to work. So those are like the moments I might call low moments. Then the high moments are times like this, when I get to like talk about my work, when people get to interact with me. I see the impact my work has done on someone. It's just amazing to see how we can just be in a particular set, make films about 20, 30 people, and it transcends to the whole world, and people get to watch it. You could see someone crying just because you acted something. You could see someone very excited to see you in person just because they've watched you on TV. So those are like the high moments for me.
So now that low moment you talked about, what do you do during those intervals?
So
are there other things you venture into, or for you it's just acting for now?
So like I do other things on the side. I'm kind of a financial analyst, maybe not too big, trade forex here and there, but moments like that are moments I use to rest, learn more. I'm such a YouTube warrior. I'm always on YouTube watching one thing or the other.
Oh, that's good.
I try as much as possible to spend time with family then I find one thing or the other to do. I always like being active and getting my hands on something. But when I have to rest in moments like that, I take my time to rest, chill, because sometimes you can get burnt out from working and being on set.
Oh, that's good. I love your energy. It's really calm. And something else that we have that's warm for you
What do I
now.
like to cook? Don't laugh. I like to cook beans.
I just knew it.
No, see, I am such a beans guy. Yeah.
All right, so
chef when it comes to
we have rice for you. And we have a little type of beans there, right? The black beans.
Black beans.
Yeah, so we have green rice and black bean sauce right there in the kitchen. I would like for you to come with us.
All right.
So you can literally have a bite of breakfast.
All right. Black eye.
Welcome to the kitchen, Chooks.
Thank you very much.
Welcome into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. So, I mean, Chef John has been here. How at work? Have you seen this type of dish before?
Yeah. I've seen, I can't remember exactly where I've seen this.
Green
Hope
rice.
my glasses, okay,
Yeah.
You wanted to be
Yeah,
sure
I wanted to be sure, yeah.
So he's been hard at work putting green rice and black bean sauce together for you. And we'd like for you to try it out and let us know exactly what you think about it.
Dig in.
Yeah.
Give us your
It's
feedback.
practically vegan dish, so it has a whole lot of nutrients.
Vegan?
Yeah.
Rice?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. Rice, vegan.
Tell us know what's in there.
Oh,
Didn't know that.
What's your thoughts?
Okay.
Is the rice tasty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although it has was it mixed with something?
Yes.
Oh yeah. There's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually spinach.
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 Oh, yeah.
So it helps in your digestion. No. So that's why I said
So
it's
you-
healthy. Very.
So you blended the spinach.
Sure.
And then you
You
used
blend
it.
the spinach. So
Okay.
that's what gives it the green color.
Green color.
Yeah,
okay.
if I can be making rice like this, I could be eating, because most times I feel like I don't want to eat rice
Because of
and
carbs,
all that.
yeah.
If I can make this, maybe I could come for lessons.
You could blend you could also do, can you also use ugu vegetables, like ugu green?
Well, you are not going to achieve the absolute green color.
Okay,
of the spinach.
okay, so it has to be spinach.
And the reason why I'm making use of the spinach is the health benefit of the spinach.
Oh, great.
So that's so the spinach
two
health
for the price
benefit
of
will
one.
cancel the carbs.
Cups. Ah, you
Right.
wish. It's not going to shrink.
All right, thank you so much.
Well, the show, it's come to an end. We have to go. Thank you so much, troops. And to you at home watching, thank you. See you tomorrow.
Bye.